Hello, thank you very much for joining me. Today we will be covering a very important aspect of utilizing pipelines in the Keap Pro for real estate professionals. That's one of the most important logistically aspect of utilizing and working efficiently you as a real estate professional in the infrastructure, in the environment of the Keap Pro application, right? So what is it, that pipeline? Imagine that you have in our environment, what we are doing is we are using home buyers pipelines, home sellers pipelines, and then investors pipeline. And today I will be focusing on setting up the pipeline for home buyers. I pre-arranged a little bit one of it. However, I will show you how that is done from the organizing perspective and setting up. So imagine that we having a lead coming in, potential family of 4. They want to buy the house. They're having good credentials, good jobs, and they are providing the information, right? The first stage is they provide, you could call them, hypothetically, you call them, you receive the phone call. They'll fill up the form. You scan their credit business card or any means necessary, and they provided just only basic information: first name, last name, email, and phone number, right? And that should be a first stage of the lead being received, right? Then we have to verify it by asking more detailed information, right? We, as a company, we are using very nicely implemented system of verification process. Within 7 minutes, we will know what exactly that person is it qualified for A prospect. That means they're working fine. B prospect, some tweaking to be done and to verify it. And the C prospect, sorry, we cannot work with you at this moment. However, stay with us and we will be teaching you through entire, process of improving your credit or whatever has to be done. And maybe after 6 months, after 1 year, after 5 years, you will be getting constant flow of the informations and courses or whatever is you define it in your business to make sure that they will come back. So that's very important. It's low cost of keeping the prospect, but very high returns in later on, right? So that's very important from that perspective. So that will be verification process. Then they have to be qualified, sorted A prospect, then they have to provide the documentations, income, etc. if it's needed, all the documents required by the mortgage agent, which we'll be providing later on, then verification, then if they are qualified or not qualified, if they lost or not, and that's what I'm going to set it up with you. That will be as a first stage. And then second stage will be already done. It is they contacting the mortgage agent, they contacting the real estate agent, they searching for the property has been, offer has been in preparation, then offer sent, offer rejected, offer accepted. And very important thought, logistically thinking, it's aspect is you can put them back in different fields if, for example, offer is rejected, and they will be getting into the same process and getting back into the circle. And the final aspect of it is to make sure that they are closing and you as a professional getting paid for it, right? So let's jump it into our new account, which it's we are utilizing for one of our partners, right, located in Calgary, Mr. Joe. So this is brand new system, and then we will be talking about the pipelines. So I believe that today I will cover just the pipelines, and another video I will cover automations associated and how that you can look and get you're logistically setting up, that you can utilize it using that automations, right? Very powerful system, right? And everybody is different, and then you can customize it that. So I already created pipeline for the second stage, but I would like to share with you how that can be done for the, let's click it, for the another pipeline. So I'm using sales pipeline. This is just template based, but you can customize it. So this is the first stage, right? So let's go buyers. Okay, and then let's go new lead. So new lead, it's they provided basic information. Now we will create verification. So as you know, we have in that kind of system, bot system, where they can provide information. So they can be jumping in right away to a prospect, right? They can go to other stages automatically. So this is, you can customize it, and then you can be very flexible with it, right? So now we will do pre-qualified. Okay, let's do grammars. Forgive me, but English is not my mother tongue. Then they are pre-qualified, so now we will be requiring the documentation, right? Documentations, then doc verifications, we have to verify it. They will be uploading that doc verification, right? Now we can add it. Let's go. I have a kind of cheat sheet, and doc verification. Now we will be doing closing, and then let's focus on one. That means we will be working with them, and there is a missing lost, right? Meaning, you know, they are not qualified, they become C prospects, right? So what I'm going to do it is, I will close it and show you how you can customize it, that pipeline. You see, we have a prospects buyer, so that will be the first one, right? So I click save. So now we have a first stage, you see it here, right? And how easy is to modify that is to add the stage lost. Perfect. So we predefined a kind of pipeline, but this is everything manual. So how we can automate that? So I just give you an idea. We should consider utilizing easy automations, then advanced automations, and entire Keap system is run mostly 80-90% in this particular application by tag system. What the tag is a naming convention in order to associate what that contact, that prospect is doing at particular time, if they are doing or not doing, what has to be done, what is not done. And the tagging will help you to develop and to find it out where they are at which stage. And at the same time, you can apply the tag to trigger some actions, like providing new task. Just to give you an idea, we are at the verification process for the documentations. They uploaded certain documents, T4s, for example, employment letter, right? but they didn't upload some other document. So if they upload document T4, you can tag them T4 applied, right? Download, uploaded, right? Then you can apply the tag. If you verify that document, T4 verified, right, etc. That's something which is very important. They didn't, if they scheduled the appointment, right, for the first onboarding, and they didn't show up, then the system can send a reminder. Appointment 1 did not show up, trigger the action, remind them, right, what's going on, right? Okay, let you know about notifications and setting up all those logistics. So I believe that you will understand how that works. And so we go through the new lead verifications. They are qualified. If they are not qualified, they can go right away to the lost, right? Pre-qualified, right? If the documentations are okay, if the verifications is okay, if the closing, verifications and then setting up all the logistics is set it up correctly here, then they can go to the one. So they go to next stage, or they lost, they go to the nurture. One of the powerful system is you can move around and modify it, add and change that, right? So the way how that will look like, in the perfect scenario, you don't have to even add the new deal. That will be automatically created through the automations. But I give you the idea how that works. So you can select the stage, right? Let's go new lead, select the contact. We have a Brown Smith. This is testing, right? Smith. Deal name, we can set it up. Prospect for home buy value, we can estimate it what's the value and then provide the notes. Beautiful thing is, okay, let's do it. Let's make 10,000. Okay, 1,000. Let's do 1,000. Up. Let's do sample deal, and then applied by the form, right? Or anything contacted. So now we can switch and we can move those guys. So just to let you know, if, for example, we go to the verifications, you can be assigned automatically, or we will work with automations later on in this aspect, right? So we have in automations, we can use easy automations and advanced automations. So I believe that will be for now okay enough. And what we will be doing now, it's we will conclude and we will jump it in later on for the logistics implementing with the tags, and then utilizing the automations with